What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to work on replacing the spark plugs. You can see here's the part number, LT6B1 or L-13. I always like the NGK laser Iridiums. I think these are $9 a piece at Rock Auto. They have a very decent price, and there's a lot of fakes out there on Amazon and eBay, so I think it's a good place to order them. Should be pretty self-explanatory to do this if you've ever done a spark plug change. These two bolts have to come off, well, actually one of them just to slide over, so I have clearance to the back of the engine. Yeah, so time to get started. Okay, so these two bolts right here, 14 millimeter. Okay, the next step is to take off these. There's one in each pull-up, 8 millimeter. To remove the spark plug, you're going to need a 5/8 socket, spark plug socket. May need an extension on top of this, 3/8, maybe like a 6-inch extension at most, but yeah, let me check it out. Okay, you can see I used a 3-inch extension, and it doesn't take a lot of power to loosen these. You don't want to put too much. It's always also a good idea to do this on a cooler engine and not to something that's been right after a hot drive, because it is an aluminum head. Okay, let me see if I can remove it here. Look at that. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull all 4 and then I can analyze them. So it doesn't look too bad. I do see a little bit of, well, I bet that's from the valve cover gasket. I don't think it's anything serious because I don't see anything there. But I mean, overall, it looks like they burned in pretty nicely. The reason I'm replacing these, the car does have 54,000 miles, but they've been in there for 11, almost 12 years now. So I'd rather not deal with seized plugs in the future. Plus, it's what, $40. So we can compare what a brand new one looks like. So that's a new plug. Looks like these are Mazda plugs. That's pretty nice. And they are LTR 6B13 LTR 6B13. So perfect equivalent. What I do is I do put a little bit of electrode grease. I recommend putting that on the tip, just a little bit, just a small smidgen. Do not put anti-seize on the plugs. I used to do that a long time ago, and NGK does not recommend it. It already has some sort of coating on there, so that could mess with the torque specs of the plug. I'm going to be torquing these plugs to 15 foot-pounds. So yeah. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it right back in the car. So another thing to note, when you're putting these plugs in, make sure to prevent cross-threading, you put the plug on the extension and hand thread this. Do not use a ratchet because you may potentially strip the threads. You do not want to do that. So I can show you. Okay, so you can see I put a little bit of dielectric grease, not a lot. And then I'm gonna put it on the socket here. Okay, so now this is what I mean. You have the spark plug, slowly lower it in there. It's right in the middle, and then you just hand twist it like this until you know for sure it's in there. That way you're not gonna potentially cross thread it. Okay, as far as the torque, I'm hearing torque specs, I'm hearing all kinds of things. I do have this Haynes manual, and it does say for 2006 and later, 96 to 120 inch-pounds. I used to do, I think, 12 to 14 myself on my older cars. I think I'm just going to stick with maybe 120 to call it safe. I'm not really sure what to put it on. I don't know if it's really going to make that big of a difference, but yeah, I'll try 120, and we'll see if it needs to be any tighter. Okay, plugs are in. Time for a first start. Hopefully it sounds okay. RPMs are good, I think. Let's hear it from the outside. She's purring. So I would say this job is well done.